Welcome. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. It helps spread the word and helps make more of these videos possible. If you like this video even more, you can make a recurring donation via Patreon or a one-time donation via Ko-fi. The links are all in the description below. Enjoy the video. Hello, this is Carrie, and I have another video for you today. Today I'll be doing a first. I've mentioned this in the past, and I've talked about doing this in some of the art halls, but basically my goal is to do some how-to book reviews and to talk about them. So this is gonna be my first one. You guys gotta let me know what you think down in the comments about this sort of style. So what I normally do for coloring books is I'll flip through and show you all the pages and test the mediums and all that other stuff. Since these are instruction booklets, I really don't want to flip through all the pages because I don't want to give away somebody's secrets. So give away the full context of the book. So what I'm going to do instead is just flip through some of the first few pages, basically around about what the free Kindle sample would be, and around about where it would take you, and talk about my experience with the book and what I think about the book for me and for other people who might be interested. Okay, so this book is called Drawing Cute Animals in Colored Pencil, and this was really interesting to me for a number of reasons. One reason was I remember seeing this this political cartoon with somebody did these animals in colored pencils, and they were basically rebuilding a forest, and it was so wonderfully done, and it was done in colored pencil style. Like a lot of times you see people do colored pencil art and it looks like oil paint, or it looks like photographs, but this was done in a clear colored pencil style, and it was absolutely stunning and moving, and I really wanted to learn more about doing that. And I've told you guys in the past, I'm a big fan of colored pencil style, colored pencil. In fact, one of my first books that I purchased for myself when I was a little girl was Kristen Larson books from the American Girl collection, and this was, obviously decades ago, but at the time the art was done in colored pencil style. And I may link, if I can find anybody who has it, I'll link to it. But anyway, it starts with the introduction, some info, and she has these cute little maps, and then there's a table of contents about the books and about the different animals and how to draw them, and she goes in stages. And I think what I might do is I might just go to the llama one and show you guys the llama one. It is a little bit further in than the instructions would take you, than the Kindle book would take you, but I'm not going to show you the other ones. I'm just going to turn to that page and show you the llama because I drew a llama, so that one is easy to do because I can show you guys afterwards too. I'll show you guys my attempts. Okay, so this is very typical of the directions. Now I think the colors of the brand that she uses is holbien. I think she's a Japanese artist, and that's what she has the most access to, but she sort of draws the colors for you here, and I've just basically done pretty much what she did. But I was using my polychromos, and I was able to use my polychromos just fine. And so this is a white llama, and she has some details about how to draw the face. And it's pretty much, it goes the same way for the other ones, where she does a really good job of showing you from start to finish how to draw this animal if you've never done it before. So first she has the overview, the main page, and then she gives you some information about either the animal anatomy or how the fur or the feathers affect the animal. There's usually some background stuff in colored pencil, and then she literally starts with these really clear lines showing you what exactly you should be doing, and she even suggests what colors to start in. So I found that to be really helpful. And then from that point on, she just goes into increasing detail on how to do the fur and how to do the feathers, if it's feathers, or how to do the coat of the animal. And in this case, it's a white llama, and she gives suggestions on how you can draw a white llama, even though it's white, and she gives suggestions on how you can do the fur and different. So you can see here that she does a really good job of showing you the details, showing you how she would layer them, And then here she has suggestions on the colors that she would use if you wanted to make a different color llama. And sometimes she has additional poses of the animal, and you can use, sort of what you learned here to make the additional poses of the animal. So, and she does that for pretty much all the animals that she lists in the glossary. And then at the end, she has sort of, what people have done with it in the same colored pencil style, and what people have done with it. Now, if you don't want to learn to draw, I still find that there's a lot of really helpful information in here. So, like, for example, one of the biggest questions that I get the most often is, how do you draw white characters? Not white characters, but how do you draw white objects, and how do you draw fur? And in this section, she covers both of them really well. So it's white fur on a llama, and she shows you how to do the highlights, the lowlights, how to sort of show that this animal has fur and that the fur is white. And she does a great job of doing that, as well as showing you how to do the colored fur. She does a great job of showing you how to make the eyes and the face in more detail. So if you are just wanting to do adult coloring, I still find this book extremely helpful for that reason, because there are other tips in here just on using colored pencil and creating a colored pencil look. And she has sometimes you'll see like additional little extras on the background, that sort of thing. So let me show you what I have made as a result of the way that she's done the book. So this is a panda, and that's the other thing that I really like about the way that she does the instructions, is that you can take it and use it for other mediums. So this is the panda that she shows, except that instead of doing it in colored pencil, I did it in watercolor pencil, and you can kind of see that this is done in watercolor pencil. And once again, you can kind of see that it is white fur, but I used the tips that she showed both in the llama and in the panda to sort of illustrate the fact that it's white fur, but you can see sort of all the various places. Like I said, I'm not a professional artist, but I found this book really helpful for that. And I think I drew a llama around here somewhere. I tried my hands at drawing a bunny, did not work. I don't know, I think a bunny is the first one that she shows, and honestly I found that to be one of the harder ones. Let me see another animal that I tried. So I tried a bunny. So that's the panda that I did. This is a llama that I did, and I was going to do this llama in watercolor pencil, and I don't know what problems I had with this llama, but I will try another llama. I really enjoyed drawing. I keep saying llama. It's an alpaca. I don't know what's wrong with me. I kept saying llama, but it's an alpaca. Anyway, and over here, hold over here. Okay, so over here I have the white, I think it's alpaca llama, very similar. But anyway, this is the white one that she showed in that page. And you can kind of see that I basically took her advice and tried to follow her directions as much as possible. And I made my own choices, but I used polychromos. And because she shows you the colors to use, I think I did a good job of trying to draw something along those lines. The other thing that I was able to learn from this book, even though she didn't show how to draw trees, I did see the trees that she used in the background, and I found that it helped me to figure out how to draw trees. I tried different ways, but for colored pencil trees, at least I did learn how to do that, and how to layer them in. But this is the llama alpaca that I showed you. In fact, I'm gonna put this here, hold this down, and then turn it back up. So all right, so this is the completed picture of the white. Let me see if it's a llama or alpaca. I have been going back and forth in my mind between them. It's an alpaca. See, I told you. Anyway, and I still want to call it a llama in my head. I don't know what's wrong with me. So this is hers, and now I can remove this. That's hers. So that's hers, and that's mine. You can clearly see that she knows what she's doing more than I do, but it also like really helped me to make something that was pretty close to what she had. Mine, I think, is a little bit long on the legs, but overall, I definitely went from having no idea how I would draw this to being able to draw something that looks really fairly believable, actually. So that's really, so that was really awesome. So anyway, so in total, I would definitely recommend this book if you are into colored pencil, if you're a beginner. This is a great beginner book. So a lot of beginner books are really challenging, but this one is really a great beginner book because she breaks down how to draw the animal in simple to understand steps, as well as how to add the coloring and fur. And she has really good tips throughout it about layering and in what order to layer. She has another book about birds that I would like to order, but for some reason it keeps showing up as being unavailable on Amazon. And I wish that there were more books like this about doing various things in colored pencil because it's really well done. So overall, I highly recommend this book, even if you're not into. And then there's a little cute, adorable little exercises like this. If you're not into, if you are into colored pencil or watercolor, or even I actually did a watercolor panda based on the tips and the advice that she had here. So I definitely was able to use this to draw in other mediums and still make them cute and adorable. So I highly recommend this book if you're into. The only problem that I had is that it is it's a little bit on the small side, and I want to see more animals featured, and I want to see more poses per animal. But so I hope that there's a part 2 at some point released, how to draw cute animals 2, how to draw cute animals, drawing cute animals in colored pencils 2. I would really like to see that because I really enjoyed this book, and I got this book on Amazon. I can't remember if I used my Amazon credit or Patreon funds, but it was one or the other. So thank you guys for using the Amazon referral link or for being patrons. And I think that's it. So I showed you guys some art. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this review. If you want to see more book reviews like this, where I sort of give you a little bit of how the book breaks down instructions and then I show you my efforts. All right, thank you guys. Bye.
Stewie says he's a cute animal and you can totally draw him in colored pencil, ink. Right, Stewie? Look at he's so cute. Aww. He's such a cute baby. Aww. He's so cute. Look at he. Aww.